guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another Empties video to share with you. So once again, if you've never watched these videos before, basically I'm just going through all of the products that I've finished off over the last month or so and just giving like a quick short review on each item, whether or not I liked it, if it's something I'd repurchase, and all of that. So let's go ahead and get started on this because once again, I have a massive amount of product to get through. All right, so this is my bin where I keep all of my empties in. So I like to start with all of the skincare products and then we'll do miscellaneous like hair products and stuff like that and then get into the makeup at the very end. But again, with my skincare, I have a ton of these sheet masks. I go through a massive amount of these every time, but I wanted to start with this little baby right here. So this is from Dr. Jart. This is called the All That Contours. I'm going to insert a picture of me wearing this because I took a photo. It was such a unique sheet mask. I had to take a photograph of it so that I could show you guys. But basically, it's a two-piece mask. So the top half of the mask goes across your face from like here up. And then the bottom goes around your mouth area, which is not uncommon. A lot of masks have that. But the part that goes around your, the lower half of your face, it actually stretches and then you attach a little hole to each ear. So it comes all the way across like this and up over your ear. And it even goes like underneath your chin a little bit. And it's supposed to like lift and tighten this area. Oh my gosh, first of all, it's very bizarre putting it on. I have to say, at first I was like, this is not gonna fit. And I was like stretching to get it across, but I managed to get it on and then I wasn't really sure what to expect, but afterwards I definitely felt like my face looked more lifted and more youthful. And I didn't really think that I had a big problem with sagging skin, but after seeing the difference before and after, I was like, oh my gosh, I need like 100 of these. I want to do one of these every single night. So I am obsessed with this mask. I got this in the holiday kit from Dr. Jart. We have a few of those holiday kits still in store, but I know they're sold out online because I checked. So I know we still have some in store. So if you're interested in picking up the set, I would recommend checking in store. However, there's only one of this particular mask in that set, the All That Contours. So I went online and purchased another one online already, and then I'm planning to buy another kit so I can get another one of these, but I kind of want to buy them. They have a multi-pack of just this, where I think there's 5 or 6 masks in that pack, but I will link any products that I tell you guys I enjoyed. I will link below. I'm not going to link the stuff I don't like, but I will link anything I told you guys I like in case you want to check it out. But this mask is pretty awesome. So if you have aging skin, I would highly recommend picking at least one of these up and just try it out because it was pretty cool. I have one more of the Dr. Jart masks. This one is the Clearing Solution mask. This one I've tried before. I do really like this one. Anytime that your skin feels like it's congested or starting to, like if you're starting to get a lot of little breakouts or something like that, I feel like this is a great sheet mask. I like to use this usually around that time of the month. I start to get hormonal breakouts and this is very helpful. It just helps everything kind of calm down and I feel like it does heal things a little quicker so it doesn't take as long for your breakouts to go away. Now it doesn't instantly get rid of every breakout, but I definitely feel like it shortens the time of the breakout and just helps everything kind of calm down and start to heal. All right, I have another Karuna mask to talk about. This is actually a two-piece thing that I wanted to talk about. So the Karuna Holiday Sheet Mask Set, which I think is sold out everywhere now, but it came with a bunch of this sheet masks, which I've tried before, and you guys know it's probably my #1 favorite sheet masks. But they came with all of these little booster things, which I've never seen before, but you're supposed to use them together. And each one is a little bit different. The one that I've tried so far is this one here. It came with the Under Eye Melting Boost and then the Age Defying Face Mask. So I've tried the Age Defying Face Mask before. I really like it, but I was very excited to try these boosters. Now this is the only one I've tried so far, but this one was a total fail. I think it was user error. The reason it failed so badly was user error. I definitely recommend reading the instructions really carefully before you try to apply these, because what I did is I ripped it open right away. I thought, oh, I'll figure it out. Ripped it open, and then it has these 2 little under eye strips that go just directly underneath your eye, and then you're supposed to place the Karuna sheet mask right over the top of it. So I pulled out the eye sheets and I stuck one on and it wouldn't stick, and I was like, oh, this is weird. It's not sticky at all. So then I read the instructions, and then it says you're supposed to get it wet. But by the time I went to get my finger wet and then apply it, I had been kind of playing with it already, and so once I got my finger wet and tried to apply it, it like completely dissolved and turned into a gummy mess. So after you get it wet, it has the texture of the Crest 3D white strips, if you've ever tried those, where they're like really kind of gummy, and yeah, I guess gummy is just a good word for it, but it started dissolving too, so it broke apart into lots of little sticky pieces and ended up all over my face. So it was a giant mess. Didn't actually get to try this, but I did still use this sheet mask. So definitely, if you have this holiday kit, I recommend that you're really careful about reading these instructions, because I kind of ruined that one. All right, a couple more sheet masks. This one here is from SNP. If you watched my skincare declutter, I talked about how they sent me a bunch of these animal shape masks. So far, this is the only one I've tried. This is the Animal Panda. It's a brightening sheet mask. I thought these were pretty fun. It actually does look like a panda when you apply it. I thought it was pretty cute. I showed it to my kids when I was wearing it. They all thought it was pretty fun. As far as brightening, I didn't notice a significant difference in brightening. I did feel like it was very hydrating, a very cooling, and very soothing mask. So I actually am really excited to try some of the other ones that they sent me. Next up, I have this Skin Food. This is leaked everywhere, but this is from Skin Food. It is their Marine Food Gel Mask. So I actually really did enjoy this. So yeah, it's supposed to be just refreshing and hydrating. I really liked this one. I think that it's a good quality sheet mask. You know how you can tell some sheet masks are super thin and they just kind of fall apart or, you know, will tear easily. This one was a good quality sheet mask. I really did enjoy that one. I would like to buy a few more of these so that I could get more of an impression on them. I feel like a one-time use mask, sometimes you can't really tell if you like it that much, and that's kind of how I felt about that one. Next up, I have this Dr. Brandt Dual Fusion Water from the Extend Your Youth line from Dr. Brandt. This is a really nice eye makeup remover. I really enjoyed this. After I had some problems with the micellar water from Garnier kind of removing my lashes, or I was losing a lot of lashes from that, I switched over to this, and this was a very gentle, very nice eye makeup remover. So I actually really enjoyed this. I went through it really fast though. That was my only complaint about it. But I did find this at TJ Maxx for only like a few dollars. So if you can find it there, I definitely recommend it. I've been looking for, every time I go there, I've been looking for it again. I haven't seen it again, but I wish I would have gotten more than one because I went through that pretty quick, but I did really enjoy that. Along those same lines, I also have an empty of my Shiseido facial cottons. I think I have one or two of these in every single Empties video, so you guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about these. These are amazing. If you've never felt them, just go into a Sephora and feel the testers because they are the softest facial cottons I have ever tried. I already have more of them. I always have like 3 bags of these as backups because I will never ever use anything else on my face again. That's how amazing these are, and I highly recommend just trying them out. They are a little pricey. I mean, I think they're like $9.50, but you get 165 cottons in here, but they are so dang soft. So definitely try them out if you haven't. Just take my word for it. Next up, I wanted to talk about this guy here. This is from First Aid Beauty. This is the Ultra Repair Cream, the one that comes in a tub. They have several versions of this. They have like the one in the tube. They have the face one, but this is the original Ultra Repair Cream in a tub. I used this thing all the way down to the bottom. This stuff is so incredible. It is so great for this time of year if your hands and feet or anywhere on your body or face get extremely dehydrated and you get like cracked skin. This heals it so quickly. So I've been using, I did use it all up on my hands and feet mostly. I also really like using it on my psoriasis patches that I get on my body because the psoriasis can be extremely dry patches, and this helped heal it so quickly. I'm definitely going to repurchase this soon because I'm missing having it. I kind of wanted to get through some of my other lotions before I bought this again, but you know when you find something that you like so much that you kind of want to just toss what you have, the other products that you have been using. I kind of feel that way about this. I just want to go buy this and just get rid of the other products I've been using for lotion because it works so very well, especially if you get cracked feet. It just heals it so fast. So I definitely recommend this guy. I love that stuff. Next up, I have two of these. So this is from Glam Glow. This is the Super Mud Clearing Solution. I was so bummed that I went to use this the other day. I wanted to use the small one first, and it was completely dried out. It's hard as a rock in there, but it was almost gone anyways. I probably only had like one use left in there, so I was like, oh well, I'll just throw that away and I'll move to my larger one that I have. Now, I don't know why I decided to open this one when I still had the little one to use up, but I had both of these open at the same time, and I'm so bummed that this one dried out because I had quite a bit left, probably a quarter of my product left, and I don't know if maybe I just didn't have the lid on completely super tight. I'm not sure why this dried out because it wasn't that old. I've only had this maybe 3 months or so. So that was really disappointing, but it is totally dried out. It's hard as a rock. I tried to like rehydrate it and it's just done. So I'm gonna have to toss both of those, but I do really love this Glam Glow mask. I don't like applying it to my full face because it's very drying. I just like to use it as a spot treatment. So wherever I'm having an active breakout, that's where I will use it, and it definitely does such a great job. It pulls everything out. So it just pulls all the impurities out and it will help to kind of heal your breakouts really quickly. Next up, I have a Algenist product. This is like a sample size. I got this as like a 100-point perk. It's the Firming and Lifting Cream. I love this cream. It's so good. It's a little bit thick, so I do have kind of combo to oily skin, so I definitely use this only at night. It's a little too heavy for me to apply underneath like my makeup in the morning, but I love this cream. It's so good. When we had it as a 100-point perk, I think I got like 3 of them because it's such a great cream. But I did use that guy up. I also finished this off. This is from Korres. This is the Golden Crocus Elixir. So it's like a facial serum. I went through this so fast because I love this product. I got this actually from Octoly. I think I might have done a review on it, so I will link it above if I did. I just love the way it smells. I just love the way it smells. It absorbs really, really quickly into the skin, and it's one of my favorite serums that I've tried, so I highly recommend that guy as well. Okay, we're almost done with skincare. Next up, I have this sleeping mask from Sephora collection. This one here was the Pearl Sleeping Mask. It's like the one-time use. Now, actually, even though it says it's a one-time use, I got 2 uses out of this because it was way more than I would use for 1 use. So I did use this 2 nights in a row. But this was a really nice, very hydrating mask. So it's a very kind of a thick consistency. So I really like this for the winter time for my skin in particular, because I feel like my skin is dry enough in the winter that this type of product works really nicely for me. Just kind of replenishing any hydration that you've lost from, you know, the cold air. I like the fact that these are one-time use, or like I said, 2 nights I got out of it, because you can really try a lot of the different masks and see which ones that you like. So I do have another one from this collection. I think it's the red one, so I can't wait to try that one out, but this one was pretty good. Next we have the Lancome Genifique serum. So this is supposed to be, they call it a concentrate, but basically the marketing behind this guy, when I watched the marketing video from Lancome, they said that you could add this to any skincare regimen as your first initial step. So it's not supposed to be your serum, it's supposed to be an additional step to your nighttime routine. So what you're supposed to do is apply this after you clean your skin before you apply your serum. So you'd follow this up with your facial serum and then your moisturizer. So it's like an additional step, but it's supposed to work as like an amplifier to make all your other products that you use work better. That was how it was marketed. It sold me. I went and bought it, and I honestly didn't feel like it did anything. I felt like I was just adding an additional unnecessary step. I did not see a difference when I was using this compared to when I stopped using it or prior to using it. And I just don't think it was worth the money. It was quite an expensive little item, so I would not recommend this particular thing. All right, we got one more skincare item in here, and this is actually more of a nail item. This is from Deborah Lippmann. It is called The Cure. So it is a cuticle balm. It comes like potted like this. This stuff, it's very hydrating. It was a good cuticle cream. The problem is it was so expensive. Now, I did get this when we stopped carrying this line at our store, so it was clearance. It was like 50% off. Plus I had my employee discount, but I want to say this stuff is like $25 or something. I'll try to insert the price for you. It was quite an expensive item, and so for the amount that they retail this for, I just expected it to do something pretty amazing, and I felt like it was just an average cuticle balm. I think I really actually prefer the one from Burt's Bees, which is like $6, so I would say skip this one, save your money. It wasn't anything spectacular or miraculous. It didn't do anything that great for my nails. It did help. It was a good cuticle balm, but there's so many cheaper ones that do the same thing. Next up, I have just one hair product in here. This is from Carol's Daughter. I actually talked about this system in my last video because I finished off all 3 parts to the system in my last video, but I have one that I finished again. So I actually got this little kit at TJ Maxx on clearance, and I had found a second set, so I went ahead and picked it up. This is from their Transitioning 1, 2, 3 kit. They don't make it anymore, unfortunately. That's why I found it at TJ Maxx, because they were getting rid of it. But I really liked this product. It is meant for women who have been relaxing their hair and then stop relaxing their hair. It's supposed to help heal your hair during that transition time in your scalp. But when I was reading on the box that it comes in what the benefits are, it sounded like something that could really help my scalp psoriasis. It's meant for gently exfoliating the scalp, which if you have psoriasis, you know that it causes like a very thick buildup on your scalp. And then it also is supposed to help just hydrate and just hydrate your hair and scalp. So those are all things that are very helpful as someone with scalp psoriasis. So I tried it out. I think it's a great system if you have scalp psoriasis. So I would recommend trying it out if you can find it somewhere. It's kind of difficult to find now, but I did really enjoy that. One more hair product. This is from PYT. This is the Argan Oil Treatment. So I think you actually are able to use this on your face, body, or hair, but I used it for my hair. I just mixed it in with some other oils and made my own concoction for like a scalp treatment, and it was a nice oil. It was a nice lightweight oil, so I did actually really like it, but it is kind of a small bottle, so I went through it pretty quickly. All right, now we're gonna move on to makeup because I have so many empty makeup products in here. So let's just jump in. So first of all, I was so sad to see this be emptied, but I did finish off my Lancome Taunt Idol liquid foundation. This stuff is amazing. I will definitely repurchase this in the future, but I'm gonna wait until I finish off some more of my foundations because I do own a lot of foundation right now, and I'd like to get my collection down a little bit since it is a liquid item that goes bad. So I really did enjoy this though, and I highly recommend trying it if you like a full coverage. It's a full coverage with like a satin finish, extremely long wearing. It's a beautiful foundation. I highly recommend that guy. I also finished off concealer. This is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I liked this concealer. The color I had picked is not quite the right color for me, so I was glad to finish this off. It was just a little too pink on me, but the concealer itself is a very nice consistency. I would compare it almost to the NARS Creamy Concealer as far as consistency and coverage. It's a very nice concealer, so I do recommend that guy as well. I also finished off another one of these. This is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus. I finished off, I don't know, 6, 7 of these. This is my holy grail powder. It's such a beautiful powder. It just gives such a natural finish to the skin, but it provides a really decent amount of coverage for a powder foundation. Now, I usually typically will use that on days where I'm applying like a BB cream. I'll use that to set it, and that way it'll kind of build up the amount of coverage I'm getting from my BB cream, but I really, really like that powder. It's really beautiful. All right, I have 2 sets of lashes to talk about that I finished off. The first one, both of these are from Sephora collection. I wanted to try out some of their lashes. The first one is the Mink number 32, and then I also tried the Celebrity number 23. So the Mink 32, they're really beautiful, but I felt like they were just a little bit too big for my eyes. I mean, I did trim them down. I just felt like they were a little too long and too full, and they just looked a little too fake on me. So I really prefer more of a natural lash. So this one was not my favorite. The Celebrity number 23 were really pretty. They're extremely curly, so very full and extremely curly. I think I wore these in my last video. I want to say. I think I did. But yeah, they were pretty, and I probably would repurchase these ones, but I'm kind of on the hunt for new lashes. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your guys' favorite lashes are, because I'm about to buy a bunch of new lashes. I really want to try wearing lashes more often because my lashes are so wimpy, and I'd really like to get better at applying lashes, but I feel like I need some really good lashes to get better at it. All right, I have a ton of liquid liners in here. So let's talk about all of these next. I think that's it, yeah. These are all the liquid liners. So I have two from Physicians Formula. I have the Eye Booster in Ultra Black, and then the one in just black. Don't ever buy this one. The one in just black is like a grayish black. It's not very black. It's not my favorite. I don't like that one, but the Ultra Black is amazing. I went through this so quickly again. I feel like this is such a great drugstore liner. It's completely a dupe for the tattoo liner from Kat Von D. So if you like that one, you will love this one. So I definitely need to go buy some more because I'm really low on liquid liners right now, but I love that liner, probably my holy grail liner. So next I have the Sephora Collection Waterproof Liquid Liner. I did not like this one. It does have product left, but I'm tossing it because I don't like it. It's one of those liners where you apply a layer, and then if you try to go back and, you know, kind of even things out, it like will remove what's already there. So it's just really difficult to work with, and I don't like it at all. I had the same problem with this one. This is the Grandiose liner from Lancome. This one does the same thing, and it almost like balls up. It's very bizarre. I don't know how to explain it, but if you've ever tried it, it goes on super black and liquidy, but then I don't know, after it dries all the way, if you try to go again, it like removes it and like creates this like stringy ball of product. It's very weird. Was not a fan of that. It was very difficult to work with, so I'm going to get rid of that as well. All right, I also have this Milani liquid eyeliner pencil. So that dried out and fell out. Like the whole pencil dried out and fell out on me, and I didn't even own it that long, like maybe what, 6 months. So getting rid of that. I'm also ready to toss out this Anastasia clear brow gel. It's really old and it's dried out, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I have a couple mascara products in here. This is the Sephora Collection mascara. This was okay. This one's not completely empty, but I didn't like it that much, and it doesn't close all the way. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I did finish off this Sills Booster from Lancome. It's like a lash primer. It was pretty decent. I still prefer the one from Tarte, the opening act, a little bit better, but this one was decent. I have finished off my miniature of the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I love this size for travel. I feel like this came either in a kit or a point perk, but this size was like the perfect size to bring with me whenever I traveled, so I didn't have to bring my large setting spray. I really liked that. All right, I also have this Mica Beauty eyeliner. This one dried out on me as well, so that one is going in the garbage. And oh, I have a bunch of these. I also have this Starlooks liner. This was in my Use It or Lose It for 2016. It dried out and it's done, so I am tossing that as well. I also have from Starlooks, this is the cream eyeshadow in the shade Warp. This is just the consistency changed on me, so it goes on super patchy now. It's not as creamy and pigmented as it used to be, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss that. It's about half gone. All right, I also finished off this little sample size of the NARS Radiant Enhancing Pro Primer. This stuff is amazing. I loved this primer. I highly recommend trying it if you haven't. It does give a very natural glow from, you know, underneath your makeup, so it looks super natural, but it does such an amazing job of extending the wear of my makeup. It's one of my favorite primers I've tried, so definitely recommend that one if you like a glowy look. The last two products I have are both lip products. The first one is from Tanya Burr. This is just completely so old. It smells bad. It's separating, so I'm gonna toss that. It's like maybe 3 years old. It's pretty old, so that is gonna go. And then this Colourpop liquid lipstick is actually very new. I bought this about 2 months ago, but it is completely gone bad. I don't know why it went bad so fast on me. This is in the shade Notion, by the way. I wore this one day, and within 30 minutes of applying it, it was like cracking and peeling off my lips, and it was just a giant mess, and it dried my lips out so bad. Like I couldn't wear regular lipstick for like 3 days. I had to wear like a tinted lip balm because it dried my lips so bad. So I'm just gonna toss this one, and it does look like it's separating in the container. So I think it was just that it had gone bad, even though I didn't own it very long. So that was very disappointing. So those are all the products I have to share with you guys today in my Empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching these mini reviews. If you have any questions or comments about any of the products, make sure to leave those down below for me. I'd be happy to answer those. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.